want to be. The girl who wakes up early, who is on fire for God, who is not anxious but trusts the Lord. The girl who works out and treats her body like a temple. But what if I told you that
this girl is not even biblical? At least not in the way people today think of her. In this video, we're going to be breaking down Ashley Hetherington's tutorial on how to be the perfect Proverbs 31 woman. Let's go!
Number 1, the wake up. A woman of God wakes up before the sun rises. Proverbs 31:15 says, she gets up before dawn to prepare breakfast for her household and plan the day's work for her servant girls.
So we are already off to a terrible start, with the first step not even being related to Jesus or Christianity. So the first step, apparently, in becoming a Proverbs 31 woman is waking up before dawn, before the sun rises. I discussed in a previous video talking about the That Christian Girl trend, why this verse is metaphorical and not literal. Tries to use Proverbs 31:15 as an excuse as to why she thinks people have to do this every single day. All that verse says is she gets up before dawn. I do understand that Ashley is interpreting this verse literally, but in that same passage and gospel, it also talks about purchasing fields and providing food for your servants, and I don't think either of those things is something that the modern everyday woman is doing nowadays. Does that mean we aren't that Christian girl? Because Ashley also does not provide food for her servants, which she doesn't have, and she also does not make a habit of buying pieces of land. So according to her own logic, she isn't even that Christian girl. Therefore, just like most of the Bible, this verse is metaphorical. What it's really trying to mean is that the woman of God is a hard worker. No, you don't have to get up at 5 or 6 every single day and torture yourself in order to be a good Christian woman.
Habit number 2, put God first.
Hooray! The second step actually relates to Jesus and Christianity. Double thumbs up for Ashley. I agree with this point 100%. You should always put God first in your life. He is the most important thing in your life.
Number 3, work hard. You can become a woman who works hard and is never lazy. Proverbs 31:17 says, she is energetic and strong, a hard worker. She makes sure her dealings are profitable. Her lamp burns late into the night.
I'm including this clip because I find it so funny that Ashley can understand the concept of being a hard worker, but she can't understand that the previous verse is telling women to be a hard worker. It's just so funny to me. But yes, this is good advice. As a woman of God, you should always work hard.
Number 4, pray instead of worry. You can become a woman who doesn't fear the future, but ultimately trusts the Lord. I love Proverbs 31:25. It says, she is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future.
So while I do agree with this one, that it is better to pray instead of worry, and that can be super helpful and even take your worry away, I don't think Ashley acknowledges the existence of anxiety disorders or just chronic anxiety in general. An anxiety disorder is a medical condition. It is not something that you can just pray away. I know myself who has a severe clinical anxiety disorder. No matter how much I pray or no matter how much I try to do things that help me, I still have constant crippling anxiety. That does not make me or you any less of the Proverbs 31 woman. But of course, I still do recommend praying instead of worrying in general.
Number 5, the words you speak. You can become a woman of love and kindness, who speaks with wisdom and gentleness, and ultimately has incredible character.
I have no problems with this one whatsoever. Again, 2 thumbs up. This is really good advice.
Habit number 6, get stronger. Woman who is strong. And you can be strong in your body, in your mind, and in your soul. You can actually exercise and stay in good health. Proverbs 31:14-15 says, she is like a merchant's ship, bringing her food from afar. She gets up before dawn to prepare breakfast for her household. I'm going to bring this back to Proverbs 31:25. She is clothed with strength and dignity. It specifically says strength. And then let's just go back to Proverbs 31:17. It says she is energetic and strong. It continually refers to P31 being a woman of strength. And I believe that wasn't just about her being strong in character and her being strong spiritually, but also her being strong physically.
Oh boy, I have a lot of issues with this one. So first she mentions getting up before dawn again, which we've already talked about that. But now apparently in order to be a Proverbs 31 woman, you need to have an able body and a very healthy, physically able body. You must be fit and in good shape and always ready to exercise. Now if that sounds extremely ableist and fatphobic, you'd be correct. Now just a disclaimer, I don't think that Ashley is intending to be fatphobic or ableist, but that is how she comes across here. Because she's basically implying if you're not able-bodied and you don't have a healthy able body, you're not a Proverbs 31 woman. So my question to you, Ashley, is are disabled folks not Proverbs 31 women?
Habit number 7, you can become a woman who shows up in her best dress and ultimately takes good care of herself.
While I acknowledge that this is a great thing to do and it can definitely boost your confidence, please don't feel the need to be serving a 10 out of 10 outfit every single day. Despite what Ashley says, you can still be a Christian and a Proverbs 31 woman and wear sweatpants. The world looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. And that was all 7 of Ashley's steps to become a Proverbs 31 woman. While a few were good and helpful, the majority of them either come with offensive connotations or just unattainable for most people. Or at the very least, not even related to Christianity. So in conclusion, stop trying to be a Proverbs 31 woman and instead just try to be the woman God created you to be. I hope this was helpful for you. God bless everyone watching this. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!